Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Tuesday Night Rage here on YouTube TV. Johnny Bias alongside the OG, and we get started with the women's undisputed champion and Miss Money Heist, Miss J Star, making her way down to the squared circle here tonight.
World Champion J Styles.
She defeated Michelle at the pay-per-view event a couple of weeks ago, and she will have that rematch with Michelle at the Great American Rumble coming up in a few weeks' time. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed women's champion J Star inside the squared circle here. And now we get ready as her opponent Helga makes her way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of an estranged friendship. A strange friendship that has developed between Michelle and this woman Helga. And Helga's a little bit she's a little bit on the ratchet side there, OG. Hey, well, say what you want. I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover, but I mean, yeah, those locks right there are something else. Of course, talking about the dreadlocks that Helga does have. And Ramp Cam is initiated here, ladies and gentlemen, as we always do here on Tuesday Night Rage. And Helga starting things off against the champion. At least that was a short-lived anyways. And now look at the champion now, the airbender, if you will, getting on the middle rope right there, doing her little tight walk stunt. And now look at this, Helga's in a bad way, and a nice running enziguri right to the right side of the temple of Helga, ladies and gentlemen. And we are in a sold-out capacity crowd here tonight. Last week we were in Detroit, Michigan. Tonight we are in Grand Rapids, Michigan, as we continue the tour here down the United States, down the Midwest area, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't recall where we'll be next week. I'll have to check the schedule right now, but these two women going to the outside. And we're going to give a big shout out to Michael Perry, who's watching. At least we think he's watching, could be wrong. And we are tonight, like I said, in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will be in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Oh man, it's been a long time since we've been in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yep, and we'll be making our way down back down towards Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, as the Great American Rumble this year will be in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States of America. So down we go down that way, and the riot crew's still stuck in Washington. I believe this week they are live in Vancouver, so they'll be on a short Canadian tour as they hit Vancouver, Calgary, and Edmonton before having to take a flight back down towards the tri-state area. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 as Helga trying to take down the champion here. And this edition of Rage is brought to you by Lucio Hot Dogs, the All-American Hot Dog. One taste and you're hooked. Ask Joey Reed, who we haven't seen on TV for a couple of weeks now. And a nice jawbreaker from the top rope right there. And now Helga with a Texas cloverleaf right here, ladies and gentlemen. And the champion in trouble. Non-title matchup here tonight. And what a springboard right there. And a big shout out also to West Texas as Jaira Star is watching. Right next to me, as a matter of fact. And double super kicks right there. And the real J-Star showing her discomfort, but right there hits her with a Oblivion out of nowhere, and this could be it. Helga got caught slipping right there, as the young folks say right there. Hook of the leg. Let's see if it's enough, OG. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2, and the match continues here on Tuesday Night Rage, and the women opening up Rage here tonight. And there's no better place than I'd rather be is here on Rage, even though today's a Wednesday. But it's awesome that the women can start things out. Yeah, you're right about that. Not only can they start it, but they can close it as well. But tonight, they are chosen to be the openers in this program tonight, as we have a star-studded program in store for you guys tonight, including a qualifier as there's a qualifying matchup, and both GMs from both shows, ladies and gentlemen, have actually came together in a binary decision, and they have announced that there will be a battle royale for the number 30 spot. And I'll look at this roll up right here into a kind of a headlock right there. And it has not been said when that matchup will happen, but rumors have the lights have gone out, and I think Helga is on the attack. But oh, look at this. Who is this now coming down here to get into the matchup here? And somebody playing some games right here as nobody came out. The music played. They thought it was going to be the tag team partner right there from J-Star. Miss 1, 2, and a roll-up from the distraction, but nothing doing right there. We thought it was Kate Woods coming out here, but Oblivion does connect right there. And ladies and gentlemen, this could be it. She's going to win one right here. 1, 2, and another kick out. The match continues here on Rage. As I was trying to say before, GM Thorne from Thursday nights and GM J.K. Smith from Tuesday nights came up with that decision, and what I'm speculating, what I've heard, was that that Battle Royal will happen at the go-home of Riot, and now Helga might have taken her down right there with that flying bicycle kick. 1, 2 of the champions in trouble, and Helga's going to win one right here. She's going to steal one from the champion. Coming after the distraction right there, and J-Star trying to get a little too fancy perhaps, and, well, Helga made her pay for it, and Michelle has been rumored to be laughing in the backstage area as her foe right here, her rival, J-Star, loses this matchup to, I'm not going to say they're besties, but I could guarantee you that they're pretty damn good friends anyways. I'm not sure what Helga's getting out of helping Michelle out, but nonetheless, she does come away with a victory here tonight over the champion. Yeah, and that's going to send shockwaves throughout the locker room, ladies and gentlemen. And I actually do have the inside scoop, Johnny, but I'll tell you just about what it's about here in a little bit. All right, well, Helga pulls out a victory right here, and here it is right there. She finished it right there with that flying bicycle kick, and that was all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. The champion goes down in a surprising victory for Helga here tonight. Be right back with more right after this. 4.5 stars. Pretty damn good. Well, go ahead and spill the beans there, OG. Well, what I've speculated was that since the men will have the Battle Royal on Riot, then the go home at Rage, the women will also have the same fate to figure out who's going to be that last spot in their Rumble. Oh, that's perfect right there. That would be a nice way to get there, as we do know that there will be a night of champions on both shows at the go home before the Rumble. As details on the card will happen shortly, as right now we get ready for Odin O'Shea coming down to the ring.
Making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 230 pounds. Odin O'Shea.
And Grand Rapids is about to go. God mode. God mode is activated, Johnny boy. But back to what I was gonna say. Oh, I mean, you were gonna say about the card. That's right. And so what the card is looking like for the pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us live or if you're watching the VOD, the video on demand, at the Great American Rumble, we will have 6 matches in total, which will be the men's and women's Rumble matches, the World Heavyweight Championship, the Dynasty Championship, the World Women's Championship, and the Women's Undisputed title, all happening at the Big Rumble coming up in a few short weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Odin O'Shea in the ring, and we want to give a big shout out to the O'Grady family watching in Canada, and also to little Odin watching next to his daddy. And right now we get ready for this newcomer to come down to the ring, and he had a nice debut last week. Ladies and gentlemen, this man known as Sin.
At 228 pounds, Sexton.
This man right here making his way down to the ring, and he had a big upset victory last week against Dean Lashley, and Dean was not too happy about that. And we'll see Dean later on in the telecast as he'll face the Ghost-Faced Killer, the former Dynasty champion, in Lucio. Not only that, but we have a great program for you here tonight. Later on tonight, we also have Wes Douglas in action against Max Phantom. And then everybody's favorite homie, Hector Hernandez, takes on Jax. One-on-one here tonight. And what a matchup they had, didn't they? The tag team championships were on the line. And my God, I thought that the Hernandez brothers had it in the bag. But whenever they hit the lethal dose on Ray Hernandez, that was all she wrote. And the Lethal Force was able to get those championships back. But we get back to the action here as Odin looking on and now Sin looking on. And then, of course, in the main event tonight, in that qualifier matchup, we do have Bane going up against Hexagon and Coffin, triple threat match. So we get a preview of that X Division Championship match that will happen in a couple of weeks' time. And that Great American Rumble will happen, ladies and gentlemen, on July 19th. So still got almost a full month left before that pay-per-view does happen, ladies and gentlemen. And as a matter of fact, it is 1 week from tomorrow. So another 4 weeks of Rage and Riot before we get into the Rumble, which means that starting tonight, that first triple threat match will happen, and then it'll be announced next week who will be in the next edition of qualifiers until everybody has a chance to qualify for the number 30 spot, at least here on Thursday Night Rage. And that's going to be awesome, because I know that Odin's going to want a piece of that too. He would love to be back on top of the mountain. He would love that, wouldn't he? But he's not going to, because MJ Gunner is the new champion. And that's something that Odin, Lucio, and everybody else in the back is going to have to deal with. And now a shot from Odin O'Shea right there on the side of the ring right here, and a stun gun coming, and Sin goes down. And Odin O'Shea, a Hall of Famer here in WFA. Oh, the lights have gone out. What the hell's going on? And who the hell is this coming out here now messing with Odin O'Shea? Oh my God, it's MJ Gunner. I don't know why he's out here. MJ Gunner, we were just talking about him, and now he's here at ringside. Not sure what's going on here with with this man. Oh, look at this. Sin right now with a nice roll-up right here. 1. And a reversal right here from Odin. 1. And not sure if Gunner's coming out here for Odin, or perhaps he was maybe sending a message to Sin, because word around the locker room area is that, well, it's not even the word, it is exactly what's happening. Dean Lashley has joined forces with MJ Gunner and Tiffany Diaz to just to team up. Well, maybe MJ Gunner started his own little faction here since the House of Douglas is falling. That could be it, because the house is crumbling. I mean, there's a lot of drama going on in the House of Douglas right now, and there are a lot of uncertainty. And look at that move right there from Sin. My goodness, double knees to the back after a kind of a 450 and a kick out right there from Odin. And you never know with MJ Gunner what he is exactly trying to do, but he could be on a scouting trip here tonight, as he's not in action, but he is here in the arena, and he will be watching here tonight, as Dean Lashley will be accompanied tonight by Tiffany Diaz. So just a little tidbit of what's to happen tonight. And right now, look at this. Sin on the top rope. And, Odin playing a little bit of mind games with him, but a spinning heel kick from the top rope into Odin O'Shea. Oh, there's a miss right there, and Odin caught him slipping. And now a little bit of white noise connects right there. And that'll do it for sure, and Odin's not done yet. Oh, there he is again. Go to sleep to Sin, and the hook of the leg from God Mode. 1, 2, and a shoulder up right there at 2.5, and the match, it will continue here. And the crowd here in Grand Rapids saying a fight forever, and a nice shoulder tackle to the outside from Odin O'Shea. And now look at this. Odin with a knife edge chop and one of those famous punches of his, the bar knuckle brawler, trying to put down the newcomer Sin, and a nice Hurricane Rana takedown. Oh, and Sin right there with the deadly Sin. This could be it. 1, 2, and a kick out. Odin O'Shea still in this matchup, but Sin not done yet. Big clothesline connects, and down goes Odin. And now look at this. Odin O'Shea not giving up yet, trying to get out of that predicament, and let's see if he can finish off the job here. And now he's going to scoop him up and drop him like a rag doll right there from that corner turnbuckle. And now let's see. He's going to get on the middle rope right here. And a big splash right there. And you'd figure that he'd go a little bit higher and go for the ice pick elbow, but Odin O'Shea has bigger plans right here, and he was looking for a little white noise right there, but gets countered by Sin, but another counter from Odin O'Shea, and Odin now, God Mode is being activated, and a big power slam, and O'Shea now feeling it here tonight in Grand Rapids, Michigan, live on YouTube TV. Yeah, but Sin is very resilient as well. Nice kick out right there, and look, he's going to go for the deadly Sin again. Well, he looks like it, but Odin up to his vertical base. And now look at this. Setting up that deadly Sin again, OG. Oh, but he missed. Well, he went for the leg drop instead, and he got caught. He did catch part of it. 1, 2, and he puts down Odin O'Shea. Well, I think he felt a little awkward right there with that leg drop as he was trying to set up. And that full force right there came right down on top of him. And Sin continues his impressive debut here on Rage as he wins this one with no, well, I can't say with no issues at all, because Odin is a bunch of issues. in his own right, but the 1, 2, and 3, and this is how it goes down. Odin right here, the white noise connected right there, but nothing doing. Will Goodmood and Dean Lashley have both been put on notice, and if those two veteran leaders got knocked down by this guy, then the rest of the locker room better watch out. Oh, you got that right, OG, and you're right on the money right there. Look at how he got up kind of awkwardly, and all of that force fell on top of the neck, so that might have caused Odin's demise here tonight, and Sin wins another one here tonight. We'll be right back with more right after this. Let's see what Meltzer gave us there on the rating. 4 stars. And we get now into the next one as Max Phantom will take on Wes Douglas in this coming matchup. All right, we're back here on YouTube TV, brought to you by Lucha Hot Dogs, the All-American Hot Dog.
Making his way to the ring from South Park, Colorado, weighing in at 205 pounds, Max Phantom.
Comes Max Phantom, the man that made his debut also last week, ladies and gentlemen, and this man right here, I mean, he is just bringing it with a big, impressive victory last week in his debut matchup. And he defeated none other than Odin O'Shea last week. So Odin kind of in a rough patch as far as that goes. And it just goes to show you that Dean Lashley is also going through a rough patch, and tonight looking to fix that problem. And now we get ready as the House of Douglas, the leader of the House of Douglas, will make his way down to the squared circle here tonight with his buddy Gangrel intact.
And his opponent, accompanied by the Russian Gladiator, Gang Rush, representing the Hurt Business from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 245 pounds, the future Wesley Douglas.
Wes Douglas making his way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, with Gangrel. There's been a lot of speculation that not Gangrel, but Cam Finley and Wes have been at odds as of late, as nobody has a championship in the House of Douglas, ladies and gentlemen. And we do have a special announcement this week, and that will be announced right after Rage here tonight on the page and on the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned for that. And it has to do with the Mixed Tag Championship that has been scrapped as lackluster matches have canceled the whole tournament and the championships that were supposed to debut. So now GM J.K. Smith has another announcement of a new championship for the women's division. More on that following Rage here tonight. And now head scissor lock right there on Wes Douglas. And a big shout out to Wesley watching in Chicago, Illinois. So big shout out to him watching. And also a big shout out to Jimmy Embry watching in the East Coast. And also a big shout out to Cody Baki, who's watching as well. In a 1 count right here. And it's not a Rage Rules matchup. There are 10 counts, there are disqualifications, and this man, Max Phantom, just kind of bringing it. Last week, he defeated Odin O'Shea, as we spoke earlier about it, and now he's trying to do the same here to the Hall of Famer Wes Douglas, and I'm up to a 7 count here. They got to think about getting back into that squared circle here before they get a double count out. And also a big shout out to the House of Douglas watching in the skybox here in Grand Rapids, as they always do. And now look at this, tornado DDT, an inverted tornado DDT, and a hook of the leg right here. Let's see if it's enough. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. So the match still continues here on Tuesday Night Rage. And a reverse figure 4 leg lock right here, but Max Phantom not giving up. Now Wes Douglas fighting off OG, and what do you think Wes has to do to defeat Max Phantom here tonight? Well, I think Wes needs to stick to basics and do what Wes does. Keep it at his pace and not fall for the springboards and the high-flying abilities of this man, Max Phantom. I believe you're absolutely right. And now these two men still going at it here. And now Wes fighting out again. And now look at this. There's 1. There's 2. And Wes taking Max Phantom down to the 3-river suplex. Now going up to the top rope right here. And a big knee right there. Vintage Wes right there. He went to the well too many times as he went to the springboard. Max Phantom now with a counter 1 and a kick out at 1. And the match does continue here tonight. And I have heard that that next week we will hear from Barbie as she makes her return into the squared circle, and we'll see how that match transpires here next week, as the card will be announced later on in a couple of days. But the wife of this man, Wes Douglas. And now look at this. Wes, oh, with a big elbow all the way across the ring. 1, 2, and I thought that was it right there, but Max Phantom able to kick out at 2.5, and now Wes might be looking for a franchise tag right here, and Max Phantom says no way. Dragon Screw takedown, and look at him saying he's outsmarting Wes here tonight. And now look at this. Oh, what a move right there. Max Phantom looking for the upset. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. The match continues here. Not sure what is going to happen next, but Wes in a bad way right now. Oh, nice elbow right there from Wes. Into the corner. And now Gangrel with a couple of choice words. And a nice club from behind. And now Wes, not sure what he's looking for here. He was going to go for the crossface cripper right there, but nothing doing as Max Phantom. Oh, look at this. Now they're going to exchange blows right here inside the middle of the ring. And as they do. If you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, this is Johnny Bias alongside the OG. In our opening matchup, we had Helga defeating Jay Starr in a surprising upset victory right there. And then just moments ago, we had Sin defeat Odin O'Shea, and we're here, match number 3, as these two men, knife edge chops, Wes versus Max Phantom. Hey, look at this! Wes and Max Phantom are going crazy here tonight! They're starting to rage out, Johnny boy! And your blood pressure's about to rage out too if you don't settle down. And look at this now! Franchise tag on Max Phantom, and Wes looking to defeat him, but Max Phantom gets up to his vertical base before Wes, and Wes is just staring at him like, are you serious? Talk about a no-sell Jones. Irish whip now, and Wes. Oh, look at this. There's one. There's two, and Wes is pissed off, and he's going to take him back to the 3-River Suplex, and this has to be it right here. Franchise tag, 3-River Suplex. 1, 2, and a rope break right there. How slick is this man, Max Phantom? Oh, he's a sneaky one, all right, but look at this. Wes with another franchise tag. Good night, Irene. Thanks for coming. 1, 2, and 3. Wes has done it and defeats Max Phantom here tonight. You know, you want to talk about the house being falling down. Wes has been on a streak as of late, winning matches. And what a matchup from Wes, showing up and showing out here tonight. Cam Finley is not in action tonight, but he is in the skybox right now with the rest of the House of Douglas. And nobody's clapping for this man. Well, everybody like Perry that's in the Regal Cinema right now, sarcastically clapping. Everybody's just been a doubter of Wes Douglas, but I have all the confidence in the world of this man, and that's why he's the leader of the house. Oh, just suck him already, Johnny. Will you settle down, OG? There's a first franchise tag that was hit. And then right here, Wes with the springboard. Excuse me, not springboard, but a Irish whip. And then he gets him right into the 3-River Suplex. And then right here, that was not enough, but right here, finishes him off with the second franchise tag. And that's all she wrote right here. Wes is your winner here tonight. We'll be right back with more right after this. All right, we're back here, Tuesday Night Rage on YouTube TV, brought to you by Lucho Hot Dogs, and then we get ready as one half of the Undisputed Tag Team Champions. We'll make his way down the ring. Here he is, Big Jax, making his way down to the ring.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 329 pounds. One half of the World Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Big Jax.
There he comes, one half of the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen, and Jax. Always ready for a fight. And tonight, this was a matchup that Hector requested, because he knew that those championship titles were theirs to take, and Lethal Force just pulled a rabbit out of their hat at the end and was able to walk away the champions and one of the greatest tag team championships that we've seen in a very long time. And now we get ready as everybody's favorite homie, Hector Hernandez, makes his way down to the ring here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, Homeboy Hernandez.
It's cold. Yeah, okay, sorry.
And Hector Hernandez making his way down to the ring without Ray Hernandez, as he wanted this to be an honest matchup. Can you really believe that, man? Well, I was about to ask you the same thing. Do you really think that he would actually have a one-on-one encounter without any kind of trickery, Hernandez style? But I guess we'll see if he turned a new leaf. Well, I think Hector's on a rampage. Even though he lost that matchup, he's not the one that got pinned. And tonight, I think he's in the zone right now. There's Jax looking on, and there is Hector ready to go. And a big shout out to Big Jax watching in West Texas. And we are off and running here on Tuesday Night Rage. And don't go nowhere, because coming up next, Lucho and Dean Lashley will go one-on-one. And then in the main event, the triple threat match. It's a qualifying matchup for that number 30 spot battle royal that will happen in about 3.5 weeks from now. The winner of that matchup will join 7 other superstars. It'll be 4 from Rage, 4 from Riot. They'll have a battle royal on the Go Home show at Riot for the number 30 spot before the Rumble. And now Hector Hernandez getting some momentum right here as Jax gets up to his vertical base. He's going to springboard, is Hector, and oh, he missed right there as Jax took a sidestep to the back. Shakes off them cobwebs, and watch out because the big man, Big Jax, coming back and shoots Hector over the top rope, but does not go to the outside. But watch out now. Back body drop on the hardest part of the apron. Not a Rage Rules matchup. Oh, and Jax head first into that steel post right there, the LED post right there. And now look at this, stretching him out. And they're fighting right here towards the table right here, OG. So what you might want to watch out. Up to a 7 count as Jax makes his way back into the ring now. And Hector on the outside. 8 count. Come on, Hector, get back in the ring now. Referee Rob Zapata asking him to get back in the ring now. And now Hector, look at this. Steps on the forehead of Big Jax right there. And now look at this. Oh, he's going to roll him up right here. Or roll up right here, schoolboy. 1. And that's it. That's all she wrote. And now look at Hector now. Hurricane Rana using that luchador background that he has right there. The trained, of course, in San Antonio, Texas, and other parts of the Rio Grande Valley, where his brother resides, Brother Ray. And now look at this, Hector from behind, switching it up, and a hit from behind. And so far, Hector's held his own against Jax, and Jax now with a bulldog counter. And Hector goes down, and now he thought about going for a cover, but Hector gets back up to his vertical base pretty quickly. But Jax not letting off of the foot pedal there, giving it all gas, no brakes, and now a Boston Crab. And now Hector with a roll-up right there after he raked him in the eye. Referee didn't see it, so the match does continue. No disqualification for Hector right there, but nonetheless, the man of 1,004 jobs trying to get the biggest job done here tonight. Here comes a springboard right here. And another hurricane on a takedown by Hector. And might be time to feel a little froggy there, OG. Oh, no, I don't know what he's going for here, but he's not feeling froggy. Hector now. What is this? Oh, look, there's one. Gonna flip him over. There's two. And Hector Hernandez with a 3. Taco Deluxe here tonight. Now he's feeling froggy. Frog Splash connects. This could be it right here. Three Taco Deluxe and a Frog Splash. 1, 2, and hell, I thought that was it right there, but a $2.99, as Hector would say. And the crowd here in Grand Rapids saying fight forever. And now Jax tries to pick up Hector, but Hector from behind. Back body, back breaker right there. And Hector now telling him to get up to his vertical base. Could he be going for the HKO right here? Well, I thought he was, but a nice hip toss from Jax. And that'll send him spiraling down. And look at this, German suplex into a ripcord clothesline, and down goes Hector. This could be it right here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Nothing doing there. And now Jax doing what Jax does. Picking up the momentum and a double underhook suplex right there. Not sure what he's thinking of next as Hector is down but not out. Might be going to that top rope, but it might be a little too late. Hector's up there. Hector just can watch right there. And look at this now. Hector trying to push him off right there, but Jax able to fight him off into a shoulder tackle from the top rope. Could this be it right here? I don't think it's enough, but we'll find out. It's a 1.5-er. Might have took the breath out of Hector right there, but not enough to keep him down all the way. Now Hector, drop kick right there, might be setting up for the frog splash. He's going up to the top rope, OG. He's feeling froggy again, and he connects again. This has to be it. Let's see, 1, 2, and Hector has done it and defeats Big Jax here tonight. And it just adds more to the script. They've lost the tag team titles twice. One time because of a count out. The last one, they lost fair and square. But Hector still has that hope that one day him and his brother can be tag team champions. You know, maybe he should forget about the tag team champions. Maybe, just maybe, Hector should go after another title. You know, that's not a bad idea either. Maybe it's time to go after another title. Maybe it's time to go after the United States Championship. You know, that's not a bad idea. He already has beat Gunner 2 times. Oh, that's not what I meant. I just meant like a title like that. I didn't actually mean that one. What a battle between these two men right here. Jax, I've never seen nobody as fearless as Hector when they face Big Jax like this. Frog Splash not once but twice, and everybody's favorite homie with a big victory here tonight. Hector is your winner. We'll be right back as Lucio and Dean go at it one-on-one. Coming up next. It has to be a 5-star, if not at least 4.5. 4 stars is what they gave it. Going to this next one right here, Lucio versus Dean Lashley. Both of these men have gone through a lot of losses as of late. So one of these men has got to come up with a victory tonight. We're back here in the program, brought to you by Lucio Hot Dogs, the all-American hot dog that keeps you saucy all night, baby. I don't know about all that, OG, but Nonetheless, here he comes, the ghost face killer himself.
Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Ghost, Psycho Lucchese. Oh!
The ghost face killer Lucio coming out here with his main squeeze, Peggy Sue, and the former Dynasty champion not too happy after losing that championship to MJ Gunner a couple of weeks ago, and he vows to get that championship back if it's the last thing that he does. He sounds like a villain from an old 90s cartoon if it's the last thing he does, but you know, Lucio was a great champion, and you're right, he's not been the same. He hasn't smiled. I'm sure they've still got mischief going on, but tonight he's going to take it to Gunner's new boy, and Dean Lashley. Well, I wouldn't say it was his new boy. They've been boys for a while, but now they are officially in a small faction, and there's a lot more coming from there. And now we get ready as Mr. Tuesday Night. Come on, OG, get hype. It's Mr. Tuesday Night, the Omega, Dean Lashley. And he's coming out here with perhaps the most greatest manager of all time in Tiffany Diaz, that businesswoman that never stops, the ultimate entrepreneur. And tonight she will guide Dean into the next level of his career and show him that there is no ceiling for Mr. Tuesday Night. Well, there's just a different look to Dean. There's a little bit more swag, if you will. Now, he's always had the swag, OG. But now, he's going to get the guidance to be in the right direction to get a victory, and that starts tonight. Lucio and Dean looking on, and we are ready for this one. And Dean right there might have tripped over the referee. And now Lucio, of course, starting things off very physical as the Ghostface Killer, a striker. One of the best strikers that we've had here in WFA. And if you want to ask who the other best striker is, you could put Patron up there. You could put you could probably put Jay Mills in that same category. But a big shout out right now to Devontae Jones watching down in Phoenix, Arizona. And then, of course, another one to our friend Kenny watching down in Florida. So both of those men part of Tuesday Night Rage. So big shout out to them guys watching. Big shout out to TJ watching in South Carolina. And also John and also Tomas that are also from the great state of South Carolina. And now a nice headlock right there. And a nice springboard right there. So Dean Lashley coming into his own right here against the Ghostface Killer. And of course, Gunner watching in the backstage area. Oh, and a big knee to the head right there. And Lucio might have been busted wide open, and he has a big gash on the top of his right eye, the right eyebrow. And now look at this, a tie-up from both men right here. Capacity crowd here in Grand Rapids, ladies and gentlemen, as see the camera from the ramp area right there. It's locked and loaded here tonight for Tuesday Night Rage. Hey, look at all the people right there. That is an awesome view right there, Johnny boy. Sure is. And I'm not sure how to get the camera back to where it was. Well, you done broke the gimmick. We'll zoom in right here. Hard camera action as Lucio and... nope, that didn't help either. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. The matchup continues here on YouTube TV, and a Ghostface Killer now. And there's a camera that we needed right there. The Ghostface Killer does connect right there, but he didn't get the cover right away, so I don't know if that's going to affect him or not. 1, 2, and a shoulder up at 2. So the match continues here. Johnny Buys alongside OG. Yeah, ringside. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Thank you for letting us into your living room or workspace or wherever you're watching, whether you're watching it live or you're watching the replay on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you're a newcomer. And don't forget to tell your friends about it as well. And look at this. Tuesday Night Delight right there from Dean Lashley. Oh, look at him sizing up. The Ghostface Killer might be going for that one-winged angel, baby. And he didn't as Lucho gets out of it. And now picks him up. Fall away slam right there. Paying homage to the bad guy. And now look at Lucio. Oh, with a big boot to the face right there as Dean was on one knee. And now could be calling for another Ghostface Killer right here. But instead... And now look at this. A big punches to the face right there. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and a rope break. And now look at this, Dean Lashley on the top rope. What could he be doing right here? Oh, and a Falconer from the top rope. This has to be it for Dean Lashley. 1, 2, and Mr. Oh, I thought that was it right there, but Lucho with a shoulder up at the very end. That was a close one, Johnny. Sure was, and now Dean Lashley, could he be going for an encore right here? And I don't think so. He's going up right here. Might be looking for the Omega effect right here. If he hits it, that's going to be it. No, he's going for something else, Johnny boy. Oh, a double stomp to the chest, it looked like. I don't know. But Lucio trying to fight back, but Dean Lashley has the advantage right here. And now the hook of the leg after the big punch. Look at the crimson mask right there of Lucio. 1, 2, and 3. And Dean Lashley has done it. And showing up and showing out and doing the dirty deed. For MJ Gunner. And that right there will make anybody very happy. As Dean Lashley shows up with Tiffany Diaz, gets the guidance he needs, and defeats that man right there, the former Dynasty champion, and things aren't looking well for Lucio. It's just a little setback, but when it comes down to the championship, Gunner better be aware of what's to come. Oh, you really think so, huh, OG? And there was a one-winged angel right there, but it wasn't enough as Lucio kicked out of it. And then right here, look at this move right here from Dean Lashley. A Falcon Arrow from the top rope. My God, what impact right there. But Lucha was able to kick out of it. And then right here, with a big punch to the face. And the Omega, Mr. Tuesday Night, is your winner. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the main event right after this. Oh, that's a sham. 3 stars. You could probably thank Lucha for that one. Now we get ready for the main event of the evening. Hexagon, John Coffin, and Bane. The winner advances to the Battle Royal for the number 30 spot. All right, we're back on the program, brought to you by Lucho Hot Dogs. It's main event time. As the Grim Reaper, the X Division champion, makes his way down to the ring.
Making his way to the ring from Charleston, South Carolina, weighing in at 324 pounds, the Worldwide Extreme Champion, the Grim Reaper.
John Coffin making his way back into the ring, ladies and gentlemen, and X Division champion, and him and Bane will meet in actually, we're going to have to talk and see maybe if next week we get this X Division championship done next week. Well, that would be awesome if it was, because that's what that championship was designed for, was to be defended more than once a month. And we'll talk to JK more about that in the production meeting for next week. That's a good idea right there. And now we get ready as this man right here, who has been turned into a fan favorite here on Tuesday nights.
From Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 207 pounds. XO.
There he comes, Hexagon, making his way down to the ring. And as I was saying before the announcement, turned into a fan favorite, this man. He came out on a tryout, and a lot of people in the locker room started liking him, and they started liking Inferno, and they said, well, maybe they should tag team. They did tag team. They got together, and they were pretty close to winning the tag team championships as well, but fell short, just like some other tag teams have fell short in the past. But tonight, this man trying to get his name down there to get into the Battle Royale, and the winner of that Battle Royale will be the number 30 spot in the Great American Rumble. What a spot to be in, with a chance at the World Championship on either brand. Yeah, the road to legacy is upon us, and it's crazy. It felt like the other legacy was right. It was just a few weeks ago. No, it sure wasn't. And now we get ready as Bane makes his way down to the ring.
62 pounds. Bane!
Let's find your chance.
Turn the lights on. Here comes Bane making his way down to the ring. Bane right here, the number 1 contender for that X Division championship. And he'll be taking on that man on the outside known as John Coffin. Find it. And now we are off and running the main event here tonight. Bane, Hexagon, and John Coffin. The winner, again, qualifies for that Battle Royal. And if anybody would want that spot more than anybody, I believe it'd be Bane. Because Bane, I mean, former champion in his own right and everything else. But Hexagon, still a rising star, has yet to win a championship here in WFA. And then, of course, Coffin has done it all. Former World Heavyweight Champion, former United States Champion, current X Division Champion. I don't remember if he's a Tag Team Champion. TJ, if you're in the comments, you can confirm if he's been a Tag Team Champion. I believe he has been as a part of the Rivals MC, if I'm not mistaken. But right now, in the ring right here, big shout out also to the Piper family, T-Pain, how am I doing? T-Piper and the rest of the Piper family watching on YouTube TV, watching in New Hampshire. And big shout out to Jamar watching in Richmond, Virginia. As a matter of fact, that is correct. Patron and Coffin were the tag team champions at the time. So he is a triple crown winner, ladies and gentlemen. Has done it all here in the sport of professional wrestling. And he throws that kendo stick right into the back of Hexagon, but Hexagon, no damage done right there. And him and Bane have been going at it all match long, and which is good news for Coffin, because no energy has been thrown his way or no damage has been done to his body. But now I eat those words as they caught a double teamer for the moment. And now look at this, Hexagon with a package pile driver on Bane, but Coffin's back up to his vertical base, and there's not going to be a 3 count right here as he breaks it up before even a 1 count. And now stomping a mud hole and walking it dry on that man right there. And now a head scissor takedown by Hexagon on Coffin, and Irish whip. Let's see what he's going to go for here. Oh, and he hits him right there with the Hexagon curse. And can he go for the cover right here to win this matchup? And he does not, as Bane gets back into the squared circle right here before he could even attempt a pin fall attempt right there. And then he goes right after Bane, and a big bulldog off the springboard right there. And both of these men going back and forth right here and going to a snake eyes in the corner. And now leg drop in between the legs right there, and Coffin on the outside taking his time. He's been in plenty of matches, the Wally veteran right here, and plenty of matches and doing a lot of damage to a lot of people. And walking it right there. And he takes down both men right there, and Bane might walk away with the victory right here, but does not go for the cover as Hexagon gets back up to his vertical base. And here comes the final nail. The final nail connects. Hook of the leg right here, 1. And Hexagon gets thrown to the outside, and now Coffin and Bane in there. That's a preview to the X Division Championship that will happen soon. And look at this now, Alabama Slammer. And down goes Bane. Hexagon getting back in the ring now as he sees Coffin go for the cover, 1. And a big breakup of the count right there. Tries to get from behind, but Coffin saw him coming. And now look at this, a bear hug now from Coffin. And Bane right there to break it up because he knows he can break him in half. And now look at this, a Coffin drop from Coffin. Down goes Bane. Coffin looking to advance, 1, 2, and I thought that was it, but Bane able to get a shoulder up right there at the last second. And the main event continues here on Tuesday Night Rage. Went for the springboard missile drop kick, but Coffin 1 step ahead of him. It's fascinating how a one-eyed monster can be one step ahead of everybody. 1, 2, and a roll-up, but nothing doing right there, ladies and gentlemen. The matchup's still going on right here. Now a bear hug attempt on Coffin, but he's not having it. Hexagon now getting back in the fold. And now look at this. Big power bomb coming, and he might be throwing him to the outside. Oh, a snake eyes. What a move right there from Coffin. And now Hexagon getting back into the mix right here, but Coffin is going apeshit right here tonight. And a DDT right there. And Hexagon now. What is this? Oh, goes to the outside, does Bane, and look at Hexagon's gonna fly. Oh, what a suicide dive on the outside. And now Coffin picks up Hexagon and throws him to the other side. And this man right here looking like a man possessed here tonight in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And the crowd yelling, "This is awesome." Now Hexagon being thrown again by Coffin, but Bane with a kendo stick in hand, going straight at Coffin now, but Coffin catches him with a clothesline on the outside. And now let's see. Notice qualification, no countouts, but you have to win inside the squared circle, and that's exactly where Coffin's going to finish off Bane. Hexagon on the outside, and a DDT this time from Coffin. A big senton, and look at this. He hits Coffin not once but twice. Didn't go down, and now he has him in a head scissor takedown, and Coffin goes down. Hexagon now looking for the cover and the win right here. I don't think it's enough. 1, and a kick out at 1. Yeah, he not only kicked out, but he aggressively kicked out of that one. An inverted DDT right there. And now a roll-up attempt from Bane as Coffin is down. 1, 2, and he almost had him right there, but Coffin able to break it up at 2.5, 2 1/3 perhaps. Oh, and a double team right there on Hexagon. And now look at this. Package paw driver. Could this be it? But now, oh, look at this. Head scissor takedown by Hexagon. Has both men down. Can he finish the matchup right here? Has a kendo stick in hand. A big shot right there to the abdomen. 1, and a kick out at 1. And now look at this. Hexagon all alone with Bane, but Bane counters out. Main event here tonight on Tuesday Night Rage, excuse me. Johnny Buys alongside the OG, and he's going to talk. He's going to walk the tightrope right here, and he's going to go down on Hexagon right there. And Bane now with a chair, try to big boot him right there, but counters out of it. And look at Coffin now unleashing hell inside the ring. Goes for the cover on Hexagon, thinking Bane went down, but Bane was on his vertical base still. And now, oh, look at this now. Looking for the final nail on Coffin, and that will connect, but Hexagon's right behind him. I don't think he saw him. Hexagon's going to break up the count right there. The match continues here. Tuesday Night Rage, YouTube TV. Oh, and the curse of Hexagon connects on Bane, but it didn't go for the cover. I don't know why. You probably didn't think it was enough. And now Coffin up. All 3 men standing. And now a head scissor takedown. And a big boot to the face right there. And Coffin sizing up Hexagon to finish the matchup. Bear hug him. He's going to go for the Coffin drop. Coffin drop does connect. This could be it right here. Coffin looking to advance. 1, 2. Oh, and a 2.5, and the match continues. I thought it was for sure going to be the end right there. And look at Bane. Looking right at Coffin right there, but Hexagon fighting off. And a springboard misses right there from Hexagon. Hexagon now taking down his opponents on the outside. Coffin back up to his vertical base, and another Hexagon curse connects right there. This time to Coffin, but Coffin gets back up, and another face buster right there. And Coffin again getting up. What is it going to take this maniac down? He has that Michael Myers vibes here tonight, Johnny. There's nothing going to keep down the boogeyman. And now Bane toying with Coffin on the outside. Meanwhile, Hexagon with a Kindle stick on the inside, and now he's not going to wait much longer. He's going back into the ring. Right into the steel post goes Coffin. And a head scissor takedown from Hexagon to Bane. All three men want that position more than anything here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad they picked this to be the main event because it has been non-stop action, I'll tell you that much. Hexagon now in the corner with Coffin. He's going to take him up to the top rope. Not sure what he's going to go for here, but he better hurry because Bane getting up to his vertical base into the ring now. It's going to be a Spanish fly. Spanish fly connects right there for Hexagon. But look at Bane now trying to take advantage of the situation at hand. But Hexagon fighting back right here. Hexagon now getting momentum late in this matchup. Bane with a nice counter right there. And Coffin back up to his vertical base. Oh, look at this. Going to the old school with a closed Coffin. This could be it right here, Johnny. 1, 2, and another kick out right there. My goodness, what is it going to take for one of these men to finally give up? And now a kendo stick to the head. Coffin gets back in here, breaks up the count again. And now trying to tie up Hexagon, but another head scissor from Hexagon, the quirky luchador here tonight. And now he might be going up to finish him here. Uh-oh, gonna hit him with that Hexagon curse, and there it is! Down goes Coffin, but Bane's getting back in the ring. Is he gonna have enough time? Bane gets in there to break up the count again. Oh, and a super kick this time to Bane. Hexagon might win this one. 1, 2, and 3, and Hexagon has done it and wins the triple threat match, and he advances to the Battle Royal in 3 weeks with a chance at the number 30 spot. And we thought it'd be Bane or Coffin to win this matchup. And tonight, Hexagon, against all odds, one of the fan favorites here on Tuesday nights, is your winner of this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. What a main event here tonight, Johnny. Thank God I could be in everybody's living room with you. You're right on that one right there. And Hexagon will win this matchup. And that's another one for the books. We thank you for watching this presentation of WFA Tuesday Night Rage on a Wednesday, live on YouTube, pay-per-view brought to you by Lucio Hot Dogs, the All-American Hot Dog. And Hexagon was the one that took it to both men here tonight, and he earned that victory tonight, OG. He really did. And there it was right there, the end of it. The super kick that put down Bane. 1, 2, and 3. For the OG, I'm Johnny Baez, saying goodnight from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We'll see you next week for another edition of Tuesday Night Rage. Good night, everybody.